All right, welcome back, everyone. We have some breaking news that we want to bring to you right now. It was something that we had been anticipating over the course of the last several days because the President of the United States has signaled it. We now have a statement from the President of the United States that, in fact, the United States has bombed Iran. I want to read for you what President Trump posted on Truth Social just minutes ago, saying we have completed our very successful attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. All planes are now outside of Iranian airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordow. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So,
yeah, people. You see it. We are now in war, baby. Y'all think Iran is scared to send some bullets over here? Y'all think Iran is scared to send some shells over here?
Well, it happened at midnight. While the world was sleeping, President Trump gave the green light. American bombers armed with bunker busters built for one job, they were already in the sky. Their target? Iran's last nuclear stronghold. But why? Because hours earlier, Iran spat in Trump's face. They didn't just reject his call for peace. They issued a threat that crossed every red line. We will never surrender is what they said. If the U.S. interferes, there will be irreparable damage. And with those very words, the final insult was delivered. What followed, though, was one of the most decisive moves by a U.S. president in modern history. Not a tweet, not a warning, a direct military response. The Fordow facility, once buried deep beneath the mountains of Iran, is now on fire.
Could you imagine the dude in the hood, right? And you got a small ass section in the city, right? Small ass section that's trying to dominate the whole fucking city. But they got the backing of the country, right? Like, how can you really fight against that? Now, don't get me wrong. Iran is like, yo, we got Russia and we got China. So what y'all saying? Like, y'all really think that this gonna be small? Y'all think this gonna be something small we're gonna deal with? My grandfather that's living currently, he's 101 years old, and he was in World War II. And I believe I have some cousins that are about to go to war if we have this World War III. I'm gonna show y'all something.
What would happen if the United States started World War III right now? First, President Trump would send proposals to Canada and Mexico to form a powerful alliance aimed at world domination. As a result, a new alliance called CUM would be born. To consolidate power, this alliance would rally its military forces, sweep through Central America, and advance into South America. Overwhelmed by superior forces, South America would quickly fall under U.S. control. The world would begin to fear this new alliance. In response, Russia and China would urgently sign a strategic partnership. To strengthen their defense, they would send support to North Korea, enabling it to attack and defeat South Korea. Meanwhile, China would isolate Taiwan and gradually assert control over the region. Japan would become the final strategic piece in building a defensive perimeter. However, the U.S. alliance would arrive in time, sparking a massive battle across Japan and the Pacific Ocean. Both sides would deploy their most advanced weaponry, making the region more brutal than ever before. Driven by an obsession with victory, Trump would lose control, threatening to use nuclear weapons if the war dragged on. But this decision would provoke strong backlash from Canada and Mexico, who would then withdraw from the alliance. Sensing the opportunity, China and its allies would launch a full-scale counterattack. U.S. forces would be completely wiped out. Meanwhile, in the Americas, countries would rise up to reclaim their independence. The United States would plunge into a deep and devastating crisis.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Y'all really think America gonna really let some niggas take over us? We're not stupid. We're never going to let no country ever dominate us. America is that fucking cocky. I'm being fucking real. Maybe y'all don't like it, but being in the country, land of the Braves, that's some cocky shit to be. You get what I mean? I know other countries, the Americans aren't shit. Those Americans aren't anything. I get it, right? Cool. But they all want to come here. They all want to come get some of this American pie. Ain't no apple pie like American apple pie. Ain't no cheesecake like American cheesecake. I'm just saying, y'all want to come over here. Y'all want to, chill and cross the border and hang out and make money here and get all these opportunities. But then again, on the other side, they say we ain't shit. I'm just trying to figure this whole little thing out. Like, how we ain't shit. Y'all think we gonna let you niggas get over us? I'm talking common sense. Y'all could be talking about something else. Y'all could be talking, oh no, you don't understand the politics and the terms and the allegations and the legislation and the revelations of the revolution. I don't give a catch in my brain. We're not in the military like that. I'm just saying. So if we go to war, or if there is a possibility where we can lose our bag, we can lose lose everything. We're not letting it happen. We're hitting the red button. My grandfather, he told me, America would never let another country ever dominate them like England did from when America gained its own independence. I said, well, damn. Well, damn, America.
Oh man, this is crazy.
So what do you feel about all of this? What do you think about all of this?
I'm glad I'm not the firstborn son. I'd have to get drafted.
Too bad, motherfucker. I am.
Oh damn. Oh, you too old. They ain't taking you. No, but right now I think it's just a time where everybody got to come together as a community. I feel like the only real way we could all feel some safety is if we come together as neighbors, get outside, talk to each other, start actually like putting things together ourselves. Because if we see it right now, we can't rely on our government. We can't rely on a lot of the other stuff. We should start relying on what we got at home. It's not a time to freak out or panic. You know what I mean?
Well, what do you think about let me bring this. Let me what do you think about us going to actual war with Iran, and with the possibility of China stepping in, and that old boy already said, he's like, yo, I'm ready to throw down in America if America bring their ass over here. I'm ready to throw down. Now, we ain't no politicians. We ain't no experts. I'm a musician. He's a business owner. And we're just talking about how this is getting close to home, right? So, I don't know. What is your thoughts on this?
Well, we do see that history tends to repeat itself. And when we look into history, anytime you kind of fuck with the U.S., you don't want to fuck with the U.S. anymore after that. I don't think that it's gonna go that far, just because of the amount of relationships that we have and the amount of things that we have over here in the United States. And that's not to be cocky or anything like that. But
it is to be cocky.
I mean, shit, it's just like you said, it's common sense. I mean, you don't have the biggest stick for no reason, if that makes sense. We have the biggest fucking stick right now, and you don't really mess with. You don't want to mess with somebody like that. I mean, it's cool to try to make us look weak, because if you make a god bleed, then people cease to believe in it or whatever the hell. But I've yet to see the U.S. really bleed. It's just been retaliation, and then people be like, "Oh, okay." And then we got Trump in office right now, who's known for just pushing that button. So I don't think it's gonna happen. One thing also too, you got to remember, we got the United Nations. And the UN, they come together. It's not like these countries don't talk to each other. That's another thing we got to remember. All this stuff that's happening, they all talk to each other. So something had to go down where he was like, "Hey, bro, if you don't do this, I'm gonna drop this on you." You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it'll go that far. I really think once it comes down to nukes.
Wait. What you mean don't go that far? As far as what?
As far as like China and everybody else getting involved. I don't think that we'll have a World War III. However, we are.
You don't think so? Well, I got a video that'll prove otherwise.
Oh man,
he's already talking like, yo, I'm ready to get this war popping.
I mean, Kim Jong-un be running his mouth, but he ain't really got much to do anyway either. You know what I'm saying? North Korea be running their mouth all the time. But I honestly think the United Nations is what's going to keep this from going too far, unless we really hear from one of these countries stepping away from the UN. That's when it becomes a little bit more radical, because then we're not having a conversation with that one patron.
Well, I tell you this is what happened when Trump sent a couple of them things over there.
من به گازوی شهرانو زدم. همطوری دارن میزنن. ما چه گناهی کردیم تن بدنمون باید من به گازوی شهرانو زدم.
Of what we can do. I mean, the kind of technology that we have nowadays, we don't even really necessarily need to send bombs. Bombs have become more of like a warning. If that
Bro.
just be.
All right. So I got something for y'all. Yo, Mike, you ready for this? Check this out, people. Sauce Walker, rapper Sauce Walker. Sauce Walker had some things to talk about with let me see if I can pull a picture up here of Sauce Walker. Let me go ahead and pull that up quick.
Hey, I will say he good at if you want to learn how to rebuild your credit.
Sauce Walker?
Yeah, man. Oh man, what are you talking about?
Sauce Walker. Let me play a little this way quick of him. I think it's right here. I got it. Hold on. So this is from I saw this on what is it called? Urban. I saw this on Urban Politics. So it came up on my news feed. I thought it was something very interesting, and I wanted to chop it up. I wanted to speak on this because, knowing me, I may go into a rant about this, and I'm willing to have that conversation. You get what I mean? Let me play a little bit of this, and we're gonna get into. Shout outs to Urban Politics for capturing this.
This title, man.
Talk about it.
You feel like you could say the N-word?
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, what I always say, black people ain't got YouTube Premium. We watching ads. I'm just kidding.
Hey, whether we watch ads, we gonna get this content though.
Yes, sir.
We gonna get this content. Y'all gonna get this work tonight. This is Sauce Walker, OT, Mexican OT over in Dallas. This is a Dallas thing. I'm thinking this is a Houston, Dallas thing, a Texas thing that they do this. I don't know, but I'm gonna have this conversation.
You feel like you could say the N-word?
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was some black dudes in here.
There are. Well, right there. And this one right here is not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him. What the are you gonna do about it? You know.
That's where okay, all righty, buddy. Okay, bud. All right. See, that's where you start to test. See, you know, like you can't do that with black folks. Like you can't do that. You can't. What are you gonna do about it? Like that would make us want to slap the shit out you. You know what I mean? Not because of who you are, just because of like the arrogance of like what? You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I'm the biggest dude in the world to like try to like, you know, check a nigga, but like, god damn, OT, that's how you feel, man? Really?
It's not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him. What the are you gonna do about it? You know? And then second of all, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up doing bad shit. I grew up loving with them. You know, I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, what it's what the surrounded by, you know. Like I respect people that they feel that way, and that's why I try to shut the about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from, or anywhere, what the you're gonna do about it? You know, it's like I don't went to the jungle and earned the lion's head.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I feel like a lot of people that are from Latino descent here in New York feel that same way.
Mm-hmm.
The Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans.
I mean, I mean, and not even trying to justify, but just got dropped off before us. That's all it is.
Y'all got dropped off first.
We from the same boat.
Chalupa,
That's crazy.
wetback.
Hold on, that's crazy. Y'all got dropped off before us.
That's really
What
wild.
the fuck?
That's super wild.
What the fuck? Hold on. Let me put my motherfucking face on this camera. Check this out. What the fuck? Y'all got dropped off before us? That's what we doing nowadays?
The history lesson.
I mean, were there Mexicans on the slave boat? Mexicans didn't come about until later. Way later. After the Mayans and Aztecs and the Spaniards came through and start tearing that ass up. Now you got Mexicanos. That was later. Them slaves were already off that boat. Them slaves already intermingled with all the people who were here.
I mean, you could even take it back as far as before that too. If you even looking like right now, what they're finding in Europe, they finding black people was there first too. So we didn't really been all over the world. And if you really even look deeper and deeper into history, we are the race, if that makes sense. Like we walked this land before the waters even rose up to what they were and like separated everything. So you'll find black people everywhere across this planet. For anybody to make that insinuation that they was first is kind of crazy. History.
I just released a video. Y'all go check the new video out. I just released a new video right now that's speaking on Black Americans, and I want to see if I ain't gotta go all day to try to find this motherfucker, because I did release a lot of videos today. It's right here. So, we had this conversation on the podcast about black, right? So let me go ahead and move this right quick. I want to go ahead and speed this up to. Oh, I see you. Let me go ahead and add this right here. Oh, I could just share this. So I want to add this right quick. I'm at this. We was having this conversation, and this is the combo.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
Gang, gang, my niggas West Side.
He's still alive.
Gang, gang, my niggas West Side. Still alive.
He's still alive. That's what I heard. That little girl they be saying is her.
How Americans would look if all the races in America mixed evenly. To explore this.
Oh, let me go back. Here we go. It's gonna be really good for y'all.
Blood is the same.
It is.
Ever wondered how Americans would look if all the races in America mixed evenly? To explore this, we considered all key factors. For example, the white American population includes North Africans and Middle Easterners, while the Asian category encompasses genetically distant ethnicities like Chinese and Indian groups. We also accounted for each group's proportion in the population. White Americans make up about 58%, Hispanic Americans 18%, African Americans 12%, and Asian Americans 6%, and the rest is Native Americans and mixed Americans. By averaging the genetic coordinates of all these groups proportionally, the result is a population closest genetically to modern Venezuelans, Brazilians, and interestingly, Puerto Ricans. In a way, Puerto Rico already represents a U.S. territory where people resemble what Americans might look like if all groups were evenly mixed. This is the result because Venezuelans, Brazilians, and Puerto Rican are all on average a little more than half European genetically, with the rest of the genome being split up between East Eurasian and African admixtures. So basically, if all Americans mixed evenly, we would just be a nation full of Puerto Ricans.
She might be right.
She might be.
Let's break this down.
A newly discovered Y chromosome lineage called a.
Now, this is what I want to show you guys right here. Right? Don't mind that other part. That was just like, because of the video and mixed people. And if we were all mixed, we look like Puerto Rican. Don't mind that. What I'm talking about is the conversation that we're having where Mexican, the N-word, where Mexican OT is talking about the N-word and how he could say it because, like pretty much what y'all gonna do about it. And I can say it because I lived the life. I lived with y'all. I struggled with y'all. Blaze blase. So I guess just because you hang out with us, you can say the N word. And supposedly, we got dropped off before them. Supposedly. Right? And that was the whole statement. We got dropped off before them. Let me show you some Mexican OT. Let me show you something about the Black American.
00, which researchers estimated to be at least 338,000 years old. That number alone changed everything, because anatomically modern humans, according to fossils, didn't even exist 338,000 years ago. So how could a modern black man in America carry a genetic line older than humanity itself? It was living inside a black man in the modern world. And the best part? He didn't even know it.
Damn.
Albert Perry was just a man trying to trace his ancestry like...
He didn't even know it, y'all. He didn't even know it. Oh, hold on. Let's keep going.
millions of others. He sent in a DNA sample, and in doing so, he unknowingly unlocked the oldest unbroken male lineage ever recorded. Not in a cave, not in a fossil, but in a living, breathing African-American family.
Royalty only married in their own bloodline. So if we...
Don't mind her, everyone. Don't mind that. But, you know, the video keeps going in. I don't want to go too much. I'm going to go back to this video over here. But the video keeps going in deeper on how the man discovered, how they discovered the man. And maybe I'll throw that extra clip in there, right? But for right now, let's get back to this, to Sauce Walker giving a response back to how everybody's tripping off of Mexican OT, saying what he said. This is Sauce Walker. They're from the same place. Let's say they're from the same state. They're close, and they worked with each other. I got a video. Hold on, let me go ahead and play that so y'all can know that Mexican OT and Sauce Walker are cool people. Let me see if I got that video right here. That they fuck with each other.
Dropped the project with Sauce, and I love Sauce Walker. Sauce Walker is a beautiful representation of Texas. I don't really care for the project though, just because his team did so much changing on it, taking verses out, changing the beats. My boy Scales gave him the banger of the project, and he didn't even give him credits. I think that song could have been an amazing thing. It just didn't. It didn't get the time and the push that it deserved.
Was this something you and Sauce had discussed beforehand, you know, about some of the changes that were being done, or were you kind of blindsided?
No,
and it just came out?
I was definitely blindsided because Sauce, again, I love Sauce, but Sauce is like he's Sauce Walker. Like, he really is who he say he is. He doesn't really take rap as serious because he's busy doing his other stuff. I'm not taking nothing away from him. He's an amazing rapper. He's an amazing human being and amazing at damn near anything he does.
But I'm surprised because...
So pretty much you get it. You get what I'm saying. Like, you get that they got some type of relationship with each other. So this is Sauce responding to everybody's responding to Mexican OT saying the N-word and how he can just say it. This is Sauce.
Food, disrespectful.
With Google Workspace.
I know that. So I know that. What you laughing for, fool? There's a premium. They don't get a premium. They don't get premium. They don't get premium.
Wait a minute. I'm laughing at the situation. Situation as a whole is hilarious. I mean, man, like,
yeah. Let me go ahead and play this while we're here. I don't want to, and then we can go in. We'll go in.
Y'all got dropped off first. It's crazy.
We from the same, and not even trying to justify, but just got dropped off before us.
Latino descent here in New York feel that same way. The Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans.
I mean, and not even trying to justify, but just got dropped off before us.
Wow.
That's all it is.
Y'all got dropped off first. It's crazy.
We from the same boat.
Chalupa, wetback. Food, disrespectful. Racism is racism no matter how you put it, my nigga. And if we're gonna talk about it, niggas are the most disrespectful racist motherfuckers. We hate ourselves, man. We hate anybody. Niggas rob niggas. Niggas steal from niggas. Niggas don't support niggas. Niggas don't help other niggas. Niggas see 10 niggas in the middle of the street, motherfucker getting ate by a motherfucking grizzly bear and keep running. A white person to jump out and try to fight a Mexican and try to stab him. I hate when y'all make me do this. Okay. Y'all dumb are so dumb and brainwashed that y'all believe that racism is words instead of actions. Are you dumb? Let me teach you dumb mother what racism is in America. Racism is segregation and separation.
Okay, racism is segregation and separation. Let's see if that's right, OT. Let's see if you're fucking right, OT. Because this shit like this makes me fucking upset. How these motherfuckers swear they so fucking smart, but they don't just pick up a fucking dictionary or even Google. Auntie Google can show you what the fuck this shit means, right? Racism, right? So we're gonna pull this up, right? And I'm gonna show you guys what the fuck racism means, right? So he said racism is segregation and all of this separation, right? Cool. Let's go here, right? Let me just go ahead and pull this up, right? And so you guys can see what the fuck is going on, right? All right, let me blow this up because, you know, people like, I can't see that. All right, so here we go. Let me go ahead and give you guys a little bit of something. A belief that race is fundamental determined of human traits and capacities, and that racial difference produce inherited superiority of a particular race. Okay, a belief that race is a fundamental determined of human traits and capacities that racial difference produce an inherent superiority of a particular race. Now, when people talk dumb as fuck, you have to slow things down like you're fucking retarded. Because sometimes I feel fucking retarded when we're saying these things and people swear they know things. Like, this is something that's so fucking ridiculous that like, okay, cool. Let's get more definition. All right. The history of racism. I'm just typing the shit in, right? As its history indicates that, or the popular use of a word racism is relatively recent. The word came into widespread use in the Western world in the 1930s, when it was used to describe the social and political ideology of Nazism. When motherfuckers talk about it has to deal with separation, it has to deal with, it has to deal with fucking belief system. What you doing as superiority to the next race. See, people like y'all gotta stop listening to these fucking rappers who really think that they're like this is not going nowhere. Y'all not making no fucking sense. You look stupid to people who can literally just pull up the fucking dictionary. Okay, he said separation. Let's see what separation means. That shouldn't be hard, right? like I'm pretty sure y'all fucking get it, right? Y'all get what I'm saying, right? Like, you know, but when we look up these things and we look up these terms, people don't understand. I want to share this. I don't know why my shit ain't sharing right now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. So here we go. Right here. Look. I gotta put the screen. I don't know why my screen not coming on right now. Separation definition. All right, I'm gonna share the screen. Here we go. And we are right here. Let's go ahead and do this right quick. All right, cool. I don't know if y'all can see that. There we go. Cool. See how to separate the word. Let's see if it plays it.
Separation.
Oh shit! What that word is?
Separation.
Damn. Can you hear that? You heard what she said? Did you hear what she said?
Heard that loud and clear.
Okay.
she even sounded it out.
You know what I mean? Just so people can understand. The action or state of moving or being moved apart. All right? Don't say shit about racism. The division of something into constitutes or distinct elements. I'm sorry. I don't see anything about racism.
Separation.
Okay, cool. The act or process of separation. The state of being separated. A point, line, or means of division. I don't understand where racism come into that. All right? So when I go back here and I'm listening to Sauce Walker speak on what he thinks racism is, what you say, Sauce Walker? What you say?
Niggas don't support niggas. Niggas don't help other niggas. Niggas see 10 niggas in the middle of the street, motherfucker getting ate by a motherfucking grizzly bear and keep running. A white person to jump out and try to fight a Mexican to try to stab him. I hate when y'all make me do this. Okay. Y'all dumb are so dumb and brainwashed that y'all believe that racism is words instead of actions.
What'd he say? Racism is words instead of action.
Oh man.
Are you dumb? Let me teach you dumb motherfucker what racism is.
Okay, let him teach us dumb motherfuckers what racism is. All right, we're listening.
America. Racism is segregation and separation. What niggas do now? Hey man, you can't come to my hood because you ain't from this hood.
That's racism.
That's crazy.
Dumb as shit. This is why y'all can't be. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what a nigga talking about, bro.
Hey, money don't make you smart.
Hold on, man. See, I knew I was gonna do this. I knew I was gonna go on a fucking rant about this shit. My great grandparents is from Texas. The people that raised me is from San Antonio and Dallas, Texas. So I'm southern bound. My great grandfather's country is this nigga country, trust, right? That's all I know, southern love. But when I hear shit like this, and niggas talking about how y'all dumb, y'all don't know, I'm like, nigga, you a clout chaser, bro. Because ain't no fucking way you gonna ever mix racism and say that racism is in the same light of words of separation and segregation, like niggas saying you can't come here and you can't come there. See, those are narratives. Those are actual narratives that made people feel like if I being racist towards you or towards another race is due to segregation, is due to these things, right? And people may say, Biz, you don't know what you're talking about, because that's what racist people did. They separated themselves from us. They segregated us from certain things and certain elements or whatever. And I would say, well, I'm not saying that, that racism is a good thing. I don't think it's a great thing. I think it's awful. But what we're not going to do is sit here and claim that everybody is dumb because a motherfucking Mexicano said the N-word, and then now is just like anybody else. Like he's just like another black man, with saying he goes in this video talk about how dissing Mexicans is like saying you burrito or you this or that's racism or that's this. That's new age shit. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, that's new age shit. I'm too old school for that shit. I'm too old school for a nigga to say, oh, Biz, if you say somebody Asian, his eyes too tight, that's racist. No, that's a joke. That's a fucking saying. That's not racist. I'm not being discriminated against him. I'm not pushing him out from some type of opportunity that he can't. And if it was, I don't think that that's racist. Racism has to do with, I'm gonna tell you straight up, Mike, racism has to do with a lot of internal things that you've been taught to say that group of people is wrong. That group of people are evil, right?
I agree.
By you saying a word that's derogatory coming from where you say you come from, right? You saying a word that you're not a part of that culture, but you're going to say things, right? You're going to say that, and what up, my nigga, right? But then again, you can claim to be Mexicano. I'm a nigga all day. I'm a black man all day. I can't turn this off. I can't switch this off. But you can use black words. You can use black music. You can appropriate, right? Cultural appropriation. That's what that shit called.
Shit, look
right?
at Drake.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, even Drake, I give Drake a card, right? I give him, okay, his dad is black. His dad is an actual black musician from Tennessee as a jazz musician. I think a jazz or blues, right? Musician.
Yeah,
So I even give Drake some clap, right? I even give him some kudos. But for OT Genesis, I could use the word, nigga, your mom and your pops is Mexicano. And I'm not saying hey, y'all use it amongst each other all day, I'm pretty sure. But you're using black terms. Those are our terms. That's us. Right? We can't just go out and just calling each other, hey, Chicano, or, you know what I mean? Hey, fool, you know what I mean? Or whatever. Like we know that that's a part of y'all. Hey, canal. We know that that's part of y'all. I only got that shit from Mexicanos telling me. That's not what we do. We're not going to just a cultural appropriation. That's a culture vulture. You a culture vulture.
Doing it because it's cool.
You doing it because it's cool.
Because it give you some little, they can give you a little swag.
You like, how are you going to say, I want to use y'all culture. I want to dress like y'all. I want to look like y'all. I want to use y'all terms. But then when it comes down to it, I'm not going to step in like that for y'all. I'm Mexicano. I'm Puerto Rican.
It's funny too, because if you flip the card,
hold on. If he get opportunities, he's not going to help the black folks who he used essence to build himself with. He's not going to pay it back. He's going to put his people on. He's going to put his. I'm not saying like that's when I'm saying okay. Now that's maybe a little racist, my nigga. Like it's like no, I'll use y'all shit, but I'll never put y'all on. That's a little racist. Yeah, that's a superior position to say that you're not going to let another group of people come up because of that entity, like because of where they are and who they are. You know, you're not going to give them, but you would listen to their music, you would rock their clothes, you would dress like them, you would talk like them.
So you in their genre.
You would get tattoos like them, right? And people like, nah, we did it first. Because you know how niggas will say that old shit. We did it first. Nah, we did it first. We was here first. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Who made it popular? Who made it the shit? Y'all wasn't wearing Jordans in the 70s, in the 60s. Who made it the shit?
We did. Oh God, we did. And then they look at it, they just be like, damn, that shit looks so cool. I want to be just like him. That shit looks so cool. Oh man.
I'm not saying y'all, you know what I mean? Like, oh, but then what are you saying? We didn't offer none to the game, or we didn't bring none to the game, or whatever the case may be. If you really think about it,
no.
Like, you know what I mean? But like, no, check this out. Like when you really think about it, I'm like I love punta. I love mariachi, corridos. Like I really do. I really like that stuff, cumbia, merengue. You know what I mean? I love those genres of music coming from different Central America, South America, you know what I mean? Where a lot of times I would groove to that shit anyway. But where did that come from? That came from African grooves.
Ooh.
I'm just saying somebody got it from somebody, and there's always original person, right? But when I'm dancing to Latin music, I pay respect. When I write music, when I'm writing music to Latin songs and shit, you get what I mean? When I'm writing music and I'm creating Latin rhythms and shit, I gotta pay respect to that culture. I can't just use that culture and maneuver that shit like it's mine and just walk around, start acting like I could just say, yo, not to any nigga. Like what? We're the only ones that give a pass and don't say nothing about it when the nigga disrespect. So I ain't knocking big, you know, big OT, Mexican OT. I ain't knocking. I'm just saying that shit ain't cool.
Because it's not that simple. It's just like, oh yeah, man, we was here first, or I just hung around them.
Y'all got dropped off before us. What the fuck you talking about?
Like that's just not.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's some like if I was saying, I'm like, yo, bro, that's some disrespectful shit. You know what I mean? Like, really? Oh, what you mean? That's not disrespectful. Nah, y'all really. What boat you came on? I want to know. Because y'all was y'all was like created from the Spaniards. That's why you speak Spanish. Because of white Spaniards.
And y'all had your own land. Or y'all still got your own land.
Y'all didn't have y'all didn't have y'all land. Y'all got it taken. The Spaniards was running that. Y'all was occupied since the first Mexicano was occupied by Spaniards. You get what I mean? The first one was occupied by Spaniards, my nigga. What it do? Yo, Tom, this is Mike. You know what I mean?
Man. What's going
Mike,
on, man? Nice
you remember
to meet
Mike? Mike is from 60th. Remember 60th?
I was probably a kid way back then.
Yeah, you was a kid. Now you're a big dog now.
Wait.
Next door.
What?
Remember
That's
those two boys?
crazy.
Those two little boys?
Yeah.
I got kids and shit now, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But look, man, so we talking about Tone, you go love this shit, bro. I just went on a fucking rant and I don't feel this shit. I don't feel Mexican OT. You know what Mexican OT is, right?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling Mexican OT feeling like he could say the N-word and like whenever he feel like it because he grew up with us, he hung out with us, he did shit with us, he fucked black women, so he think he could just say the N-word. And I'm not really on this whole blackity black stuff. We're gonna be black pride. No, I'm not, I'm not with all that shit. But what I don't like is for you to kind of like disrespect the culture on some y'all got dropped off before us.
Right.
Like that's all you niggas did. Y'all got dropped off before. So you mean to tell me Mexicans went through slavery, nigga? You know what I mean? Like, I'll play you a little bit. I'll play a little before we start going there. I got some, some comments in there.
And even if they did, I'm sorry to cut you off. Even if they did go through any type, because we don't know what happened in their country. You get what I'm saying? Personally, but even if they went through any type of slavery at all, it wasn't to the degree that us as a culture has.
Well, and then I was like, well, I said this. This is my take on Mexicanos, right? I was like, look, by the time Mexicanos came about, they were already occupied by the Spaniards.
Right.
You know what I mean? You already had someone over your head by the time y'all came, came about. You know what I mean? So when I see Mexican OT talk about oh yeah, bro, we was already here. Y'all just got, my bad, I'm sorry, y'all just got dropped off before us. I look at that as like some fucked up shit. Hold on, let me play this right quick so you can see what we're talking about.
You feel like you could say the N-word?
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there were some black dudes in here.
There are. Right there. And there's one right here. Not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him. What the are you gonna do about it? And then second of all,
that's why I had a problem right there. I was like, hold on, my nigga. That's you wildin'. You wildin'.
Yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Hold on, let's keep going.
I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up doing bad shit. I grew up loving with them. I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, it's what the surrounded by, Like, I respect people that they feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I try to shut up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from or anywhere, what the you're gonna do about it?
Yeah, that's out because nigga, I didn't grow up with white people. I didn't grow up with masks. You don't hear me walking around saying
my auntie or wetback or none of that. You
Or
know,
compa, like bro, I was just finna get into that too. That's I was just finna get into that because I was
but my
primarily
bad.
raised around that, bro.
I cut off because by one of the customers right now. But yeah, bro, like we grew up around them. You don't hear me walking around saying calling white people, oh, what's up, my Caucasian cracker or my Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? Like you get what I'm saying, bro? Like it don't fit. You get what I'm saying? It don't go. So by him saying that, number one, but the first thing that come out your mouth is, "What are you gonna do about it, nigga?" That's like an insult, nigga. I will come for your ass if I see you in person, brother. You
Well,
get what I'm saying? Like that's all the way a band. You get what I'm saying? And any artist, any fellow artist that ain't checking that or don't got a problem with it, and you a nigga, I'ma just call it how it is. And you a nigga, you a black person, like I don't even know what to say to you. You get what I'm saying? Like,
damn.
Also, that's just not how you
It's
talk to
like I
people.
don't went to the jungle and earned the lion's head. You know.
I feel like a lot of people that are from Latino descent here in New York feel that same way. The Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans.
I mean, I mean, and not even trying to justify, but she just got dropped off before us. That's all it is.
Y'all got dropped off first. It's crazy.
Dumb
You heard
shit,
that?
man.
Y'all got dropped. Y'all just got dropped off before us.
Man, that shit, man.
Wow, my nigga, for real? That's what we doing, really?
But does that like what is that? Does that like man? That shit don't even. When I hear that shit, I just be thinking about it. Like, bro, you got Europe and you got the U.S. You the white people got their land.
Mars.
You got Mexico, but then where the fuck we supposed to go? Because we can't even go back to Africa if we really wanted to. Like, where is our land? So for somebody to just be like, oh man, y'all, we just dropped off before. Like, what the fuck? What you mean by that? Y'all came over here. Y'all came over here. Y'all want to be here. Y'all wanted to be here. Y'all are fighting to this day to be here. We still trying to get out. We still trying to get out. We still trying to make money in our community, fix our community that's been fucked up since, been getting fucked up since forever, for hundreds of years, still going. And we trying to get out this shit. Y'all trying to come in. And what you got to say is y'all got dropped off first. What the fuck, bro? Oh man. Yeah. If any nigga do any like features with bro, anything like that, like you said, bro.
Then you know niggas go suck up. Niggas go suck her up. That's all. That's the horrible part. But you know, let's keep moving.
We from the same boat.
Chalupa, wetback, food, disrespectful. Racism is racism no matter how you put it, my nigga. And if we're gonna talk about it, niggas are the most disrespectful.
I don't think, I'm sorry to cut that video right there. I'm sorry, y'all, but I don't think racism is racism when you put it a certain way. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't give a fuck what a nigga say. You can say all you want, Sauce, but my nigga, you ain't walking right because that shit ain't right. And so you can say anything and it can, as a racist term, I don't believe that.
Disrespectful. Racism is racism no matter how you put it, my nigga. And if we're gonna talk about it, niggas are the most disrespectful racist motherfuckers. We hate ourselves more than we hate anybody. Niggas rob niggas. Niggas steal from niggas. Niggas don't support niggas. Niggas don't help other niggas. Niggas see 10 niggas in the middle of the street, motherfucker getting ate by a motherfucking grizzly bear and keep running. A white person to jump out and try to fight a Mexican to try to stab him. I hate when y'all make me do this. Okay. Y'all dumb are so dumb and brainwashed that y'all believe that racism is words instead of actions. Are you dumb? Let me teach you dumb mother what racism is in America. Racism is segregation and separation. What niggas do now?
I don't believe it. I just broke it down what separation means. We broke it down what segregation means. We broke down what motherfucking racism means.
Right.
I don't believe that. I think when niggas start talking fast and niggas start be like, oh bro, woo, 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 but niggas sound like, you know, some shit, then niggas start believing the nigga like the nigga is facts.
Yeah, and they follow, bro, so they just gonna be like, oh man, he said it. It gotta be true.
Yeah, they don't look up what words mean. They don't look like, I would never tell nobody that. Like it depends on, my thing is My thing is context, right? Context and how is it presented, right? When Mexican OT said, "Oh, y'all got dropped off before us," that's some fucked up shit. Whether people may think about it as racist, oh, that's pretty racist. But I mean, whether they may think it's racist or not, that's some, that's pretty fucked up shit to say to a people who was mutilated. Hold on, to a people who was mutilated for 400 years or more, and then after that, they were a superior group. Made it where these people weren't able to see certain success. That's racism. You're racist to a certain group of people who you feel you're more superior than.
Right.
That's racism. Now to say, "Oh, you can't come over here and I can't go over there," and da. I don't think that's racism. What that is just border. So you know what I mean? Just border shit. It's like crossing the border, my nigga. Like, look, you go have some problems if you come over here because we rivals, we enemies, right? You know what I mean? Like, right? I'm talking about the way he's talking, right? I'm talking about the gang life, right? He's talking about how niggas can't go to certain sections or whatever. That's not. I don't think that's racing. That's just protecting your set. That's protecting where you from. You go, and definitely if y'all rivals, a nigga's action every time we see you, nigga. So those are the only things that I be saying, like.
Hey, 9 times out of 10, if you getting told that you did some shit over there or they know your face,
come on,
so it's not like oh man, I don't know you, and because you black or this, I don't want you over here. See, that's a dumb distinction for him to even try to make. But he just know everybody gonna relate to that shit and be like, oh yeah. No.
Facts.
Hey man, you can't come to my hood because you ain't from this hood. You can't hustle on my block because you ain't from this block. Oh, you rubbed the wrong color, nigga. You ain't this. You can't come do this and that, nigga.
In about 2 miles, take exit 2D on the left to merge onto I-395
opportunity from him. I'm gonna rob him. I'm gonna kill him because I don't want this nigga to be in my area.
Even old boy in the video is looking like this nigga is wrong. Even he's saying it like this nigga is wrong. Let's go to the comments. Mars, I guess Mars getting on my head right now. Mars says, "Hey, bitch, read the chat room. You California milk dud."
Mars, what's the deal?
He also says one main component that many people are not thinking about is classism, which is true. Which is true. The rich get richer and the poor don't get a damn thing. Greed is colorblind. Come on, man. Preach. That has nothing to do with, like, once you get to a certain class in life, racism don't exist.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what they say. Oh no, you still black at the end of the day. Jay-Z even said that. Woo, woo, woo. No, he was just moving different, or whoever that was, they was moving in a way where they didn't, you know what I mean? Like, you can always run up to some racist people. I don't mind. I mean, I get that. What I'm saying is classism is totally different from racism. You can get through a lot of shit, you know what I mean, being in a different class of a person. Like, beyond, capitalism is colorblind. So
that's actually very, very factual, because compared to me pulling up to I like to go to Palos Verdes sometimes. It's a nice little view out there. I pulled up out there in my Kia, I get looked at a certain way, or I can't use the restroom at the hotel, I can't do this, but now I got this new car, this new Tesla, whatever. They don't even give a fuck what you dress like. They looking at your car, they see, this nigga got a nice car, blah, blah, blah. They don't even look at you as you black no more. They think you live in the area just because you got what they got.
Right.
It simply just becomes like, oh, what can you get? And if you can get what I can get, then you must be responsible enough to be, you know what I'm saying? That's where the classism comes in. That's the real problem. I'm not even gonna lie. That's the real problem. That's when you walk into the lot with some sweatpants on and they don't want to give you no coffee and none of this, but you feel like you got to go wear a suit. You know what I'm saying? That's where the real issue is.
Yeah, let me play this right quick. And then I gotta play the
That's what they used to do to niggas. They used to hang niggas because they didn't want us on their streets. They used to burn people's houses and put crosses in their yard because they didn't want you in the neighborhood.
Yo, dumbass up. It was niggas living on the street. It was niggas living there. It was people what? It was coming into black neighborhoods and fucking mutilating black folks. Black folks wasn't going to their shit. They came into Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oh, let me put my man. See, that's why mother. Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you, motherfucking Sauce Walker. Let me tell your monkey ass this.
Niggas be uneducated, man.
Hold on. Let me tell Sauce Walker this, because Sauce Walker ain't obviously get the picture. Nigga, they came into motherfucking Tulsa, Oklahoma. Black folks were doing their own thing, making money every day, returning a dollar 10 times to 20 times in their own spot. And they came into their shit. Many of them in Harlem, motherfucking in Texas. This is when y'all believing in niggas who ain't even graduated middle school. Y'all gotta watch yourself. Y'all literally do. Y'all gotta watch yourself. Mars says, I just had a taste of classism a few months ago. Overall, my apartment complex was becoming a condominium, and the landlord sold the building. My family was forced to move. Shaking my head. Wow, bro. Wow. That's deep. So we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to this right quick. Like having drinks. I had the drinks in my home, girl. That's right.
Work.
So people, I mean, that was just, that, we go, y'all know I'm gonna clip the shit out of this, Tone, you got anything you want to say before I go to this, quick segment right quick? You got anything you want to say? Mike, got anything you want to say before I go to the next?
Yeah, man, I had something on my brain that I was holding off to say, and I was just like, man, I will fix this shit out this old chubby motherfucker, man. That shit pisses me off to hear that shit.
Oh, man.
I don't like that shit, bro. I call it how I see it, bro. Racism is racism, and that shit right there was racism, nigga.
Very much so, especially the way he said it. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, Sauce Walker did make a point, because I got my house broken into by a couple OGs in my area, and in my head, I'm supposed to look up to the OGs and learn and shit like that.
Anybody would do that, nigga.
That's what I was about to say.
The way he said it was like
he made it seem like it's just specific.
No, nigga.
Yeah, no, bro, no.
No, it's white people robbing niggas. It's Mexicans robbing. It's all, and vice versa. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, what I'm getting at is, like, even though it was an OG that did it, bro, anybody that was in his position, homeless, anything like that, if they seen a lick, they're gonna go grab it. Like, it has that, and that's classism right there. They see another person in the area starting to move up a little bit, they want to try and come and take it to knock the nigga back down and stay where they at. Like, so I mean, but like you said, anybody would have done that, bro. Anybody would have done that, bro. It just the fact that it was black people, just whatever. But anybody would have done that if they was in the position that bro was in. You know what I'm saying? Homeless, hungry. They see some money, they see something. All right, cool. I'm gonna see what I can get some bread off of out of this lick. Anybody would have did that, bro.
Facts. So, people, I got this next segment, right? And I kind of want to play some. Now, y'all want to go to the 50-50 preacher? Or you want to go to the black woman saying black women are dumb? I just want to know what y'all want to do. I'm here for the shits and giggles. I got this is the last segment before we head up out of here. And what y'all want to do? Which one you want to hit? 50-50 preacher or the black woman saying black women dumb? What you want to do?
The black women. I got to hear this one. I got to hear this.
Okay, we're going to do 50-50.
If you got to do 50-50, that means you're half of a man. Oh, they don't like. I wish I had more men here today. Because both of us got punished for when the sin came in the world. The women's was to be birthing children and go through pain and go through menstrual bleeding. You can't handle that. And a man's job was to work from sun up to sundown.
Oh my God. Oh my
Hold
God.
up.
If you got to do 50-50, that means you're half of a man.
You wish you did have more men in there. That's why because they ain't 50-50 with you, ho. Like, what the fuck? How you go? Like, he half of a nigga because he'll come. No, he don't want to come 50-50 with you. What? Well, our innate ability as a man is to take care and protect, and provide all that good shit. Provide, blah, blah, blah. If a nigga don't want to go 50-50 with you, it's probably because one, he probably ain't up to that level yet.
Yeah, you don't like you.
He don't
Or
trust
two,
you, don't like
he
you,
don't
don't
fuck
want
with you.
you.
He don't
That shit ain't resonating with that nigga to be take care of you.
He ain't fucking with you.
Ain't nothing that you do that making it inside of him feel like, I should give her a dime.
If a
No.
nigga don't want to go 50-50 with you, bitch, that's because he fucking with you 50-50.
Thank you. Thank you. She better go drop that baggage off somewhere else.
Oh man.
Mars says 50-50 is half of a man. Is she serious? Have she heard of through thickness and health? And through health, I'm sorry. Let me guess. She's not married. Yeah, she ain't married. Because ain't nowhere in here if a nigga with her, if a nigga with her and she's talking that rhetoric, he go die soon because she gonna kill him. She gonna kill him. That's why men die quicker in marriages because of shit like that.
Stress.
Yeah.
Them bitches is the stress factor, goddammit.
Hey, so what y'all? Okay, so y'all a little older than me. So what y'all think about an independent woman that don't want nothing from you but to just be there? What y'all think about that?
Until you need her?
Nah, to just be there is support. What y'all think about that? An independent woman, she want to do it all by herself. She don't want nothing from you. She don't ask you. The only time she asks you something when she really need it, but she just wants you to be there and vent.
No, until she really wants something.
Right. He was right the first time.
Yeah,
he
no,
right
he was.
He heard you the first time. That's why he said until she wants something.
He had to fix it until she really need. Nah, nigga, it's the
No,
one.
until she wants something. What y'all think about that though?
No, she gonna make it seem like a need. But
Nah.
Do y'all think that she
she
could? Do
getting it
y'all
from
think that
somewhere
she
else.
could really be? Do you think
She
that she
getting it
could
from
really
somewhere
be
else. Everything she
100%
needs.
independent and be? Oh, I'm just chasing my bag. Do you
I
think
don't
it's
think.
any woman out here that can do that?
Hey, let me tell you
That's
this.
just me.
Let me tell you this. The average woman is making below the average. I'm not saying the max. I'm saying the average is making below 45,000 a year. And women that are
That's
making
just by selling pussy.
100,000.
I swear.
The women that
Hey, I got a clock back
tell
there.
her. Tell her.
the women that are making 100K and better are only like 2%. So that should tell you a lot.
Facts.
They out here hunting. That's why they hunting for the nigga with the bag.
They try to get that 2%. Oh God.
Gotta go, fellas.
All right, fully. I see you in a minute.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm just saying it gets like that. You know what I mean? Let me get to a couple of these comments before I have to head out. Mars says, "Oh, he talking to Gabby." All right, I'll get to that later. Let me play this video, then we out of here. But I thought the 50-50 was crazy. I thought that was pretty funny to talk about. But let's go with this.
Black women are the dumbest group in America. They're literally
What? What she say?
Black women are the dumbest group in America. They're literally.
That's a crazy statement.
That's a crazy thing. That's a crazy statement to start off with. I thought that was crazy. But anyway.
Black women are the dumbest group in America. They're literally train crash outs. All of their ideology is backwards, and everything that they believe in is dysfunctional. These are the defenders of the dysfunction and the chaos. They encourage it. And you know that because look at Texie Red. They allow her to sell booty hole brown and gonorrhea lip glosses. Disgusting. And then they get all these degrees to still come out broke, alone, and in debt. Not to mention they let the government convince them to destroy their children and to go against the very men that are put here to protect them. And this is why they fall for every scam that the government push. Feminism, abortion, birth control. They even fell for the scam that they're the smartest group in America. You are not the most educated. You are the most indoctrinated. Congratulations. And you talk so much about your degrees, and black men still make more money than you and raise better children than you. Amazing. And you know what? The solution is just very simple. Bow out and let black men lead. Simple.
Damn. Hey y'all, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I didn't even watch the whole video. I just watched the first couple sentences, and I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and put that down. Wow.
Stir some shit with that one from a black woman too.
Wow, that's dangerous.
Hey, they gonna say she was whitewashed.
Wow, she said, "Let your men take care of your kids."
No, hold on. Let the black men. Let the black men
take care of your kids because they do it better anyway. Wow.
I'm sorry to say, she ain't lying.
You ain't the most educated. You're the most doctrinated.
I'm so sorry to say she's not lying, man.
What the fuck? Damn, Gina.
Based off my experiences and the family members and the lineage and the everything that you see in our community right now, she ain't lying, man. She ain't lying. As a single black dad, I can tell you right now, my kids is better off with me. I swear to you. I don't care about how much support you get from your auntie. I don't care about the support you get from your granny, from your cousins, your friends, your this, your that, the village. I'm trying to tell you, it's not gonna be as much better as what we could do. And I don't even got the village. And I got two of them.
Y'all hear the kids in the background?
And I got two of them. So, and they lay it down in the bed right now. They ain't running around. I'm rampant. You see, I ain't tired. I ain't stressing. I'm telling you, I agree with what she got to say, but damn, she said that shit the way that they need to hear it. God damn.
They hot.
God damn.
And whether they may like it or not, she's kind of speaking facts. Cause y'all don't make the most money. Black men is still killing that shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm just saying, ladies. You know what I mean? She said, I know some men that do take better care of the yeah.
Hey man, but what she got to say about letting the government step in and break up the home and stuff like that, that definitely does happen. My situation is very, very rare.
I'm gonna lie, she has some pretty ass eyes too. I was like,
I like that, then, bro. That was.
Women are the dumbest group in America. They're literally train crash outs. All of their ideology is backwards, and everything that they believe in is dysfunctional. These are the defenders of the dysfunction and the chaos. They encourage it. And you know that because look at Texie Red. They allow her to sell booty hole brown and gonorrhea lip glosses. Disgusting. And then they get all these degrees to still come out broke, alone, and in debt. Not to mention
Yeah.
That's some pretty ass eyes. I tell you that, boy.
Man, that's crazy, man.
That's crazy. That's right. Y'all taking care of you. Yeah. Happy Father's Day. Yeah, to you, nigga. Yeah.
Father's Day, bro.
Yeah, damn. Yeah. But that's crazy though. That's crazy. Before I head out of here, I just thought that I don't know. I know this could be clipped up. And y'all know I'm gonna throw some other videos to add on to the madness, but wow.
And I will say I was raised by a single black mom, and it was tough for her to raise 3 kids. But if I wouldn't have had the father figures, if I wouldn't have met Biz and different father figures in my life, I don't think I would have been the same person I am today. I think I would have been a lot more emotional and a lot more like just I would be in survival mode, like because my mom is just like that right now. So you can only imagine if you growing up under that for 18 years, what you would be a product of. That's just you gotta see what you gotta really see what's going on. You know what I'm saying in the household, man. Kids are sponges and they soak all that up till the day they gotta release it to the world. So
that's
hey, bro, I'm 23, bro. It's not hard.
And he's speaking. Y'all know about his story. Y'all tripping. Y'all know about his story, and his story is triggered by a black woman, right? So this is deep, So wow, it said men get a bad rap not taking care of their children. If they only knew, man, that's facts. That's facts, Morris. If they only knew. The statistics said that that black men are better fathers because they're more engaged with their kids, and they were saying, "Oh, I'm gonna play this since this is exactly the last video. Black facts. We got some black facts for y'all before we head out.
Black facts they don't want us to know. Part 60. Watch to the end. Every statistic about black people is wrong. 60% of all federal inmates are white. 43% of all welfare recipients are white. 40% of all people in poverty are white. The claims that black people are more criminal, on welfare, and in poverty are false. White people have been lying to themselves about their history, their status, and position in the world for centuries. The reality is that most criminals are white, most people on welfare are white, and most people in poverty are white. Follow for more black facts.
So y'all can't be out here talking about, oh man, we ain't got it good. We ain't got this, we ain't got that. Now, cool, you can argue the fact that, yes, we only make up 12% or 13% of America's population. Yes, we can do that. And yes, you can make that argument. That even proves my argument even more. That the fact that we don't make up the most, but we still don't make up the, you know what I mean? The narrative. Are you out here believing what people say about black people? Or are you out here looking at your real facts? Like everything that we have happened to us, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, everything that happens to you or who you blah blah this is all in your proximity. So if you live in a more impoverished area, you're going to see more impoverished shit mindset wise. If you live in an upper class area, you're going to see more upper class shit. It's just the part of the nature of the growth. So you just so happen to live in a predominant impoverished area, and that's just so happen to be majority of black folks. So now you think all black folks act a certain way. So therefore, if you broaden your horizon, it's only 13% of them in America. So it can't be that many of them in poverty. It can't be that many of them in poverty, y'all. So what that's only 2% of black folks are in poverty? 3%, I believe. The rest is doing middle class or better.
But it's what they're being told. Like I even spoke to a veteran most recently, and he went to Nam, and black people, we wasn't deployed first with the white people, but by the time we got over there, they was going out to the Vietnamese bars, whatever, and they was being called niggas, and they was being told they didn't want to be let in because they was told that people was this, that, and the third. So even if you're not living in that area, if you simply a white person in Beverly Hills, and you're on TV one morning, and you seeing in the hood it's this, and then you see me roll up, and you don't even know if I live in the area or not. You just see me come to the park with my kids, and this was being told to you, you're gonna instantly think me and my kids is just horrible.
I'm gonna put my shades on when I say this. Are y'all ready? Put my shades on when I say this. Yo, check this out, people. Black folks, you gotta stop taking your ass in places where you're not wanted. And then you go, and then you're not wanted, but you go there and claim racism. They don't want me to live in this neighborhood. They're racist. Motherfucker, you knew you wasn't wanted there. I don't know why you take your ass somewhere where you ain't wanted. My money can buy anywhere I want to live and da. Okay, you just got to deal with the consequences that come behind that. You're right. Your money can buy whatever the fuck you want to buy, but you got to deal with the consequences that come behind that. You're either going to have a regret or reward. There's only two things that come behind decision making: regrets or reward. That's it. So cool. Go ahead and take your ass to a place where you're not wanted and find one of your people's hung up on the tree and then claim, oh no, it wasn't. No, I had some problems when I came in here, but I thought everything was cool, nigga. You know you wasn't cool when you moved in this motherfucker. Like, how you don't fucking like? It's common sense. I don't give a fuck how much money my shit can buy. If I could buy an island and I know I'm cool with it, and I know everybody that's around the island is cool and copacetic, cool. I'm gonna do my shit, but I'm not gonna fucking go move around a motherfucking Nazis. I'm not gonna move around people that hate me. Idiotic. To me, that's idiotic. I don't know. Maybe I like less stress. I like no stress in my life. Maybe some of y'all like stress in y'all motherfucking life. Hey, cool. Have fun with that shit. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, have fun with that shit. You know what I mean? Now, I got a gizzo.
You don't owe nobody shit, so you ain't gotta move to no area just cause. Oh, I look good now. You don't owe nobody shit, man.
Mark says at Biz on his return of the Mac look. Return of facts. Gabby says 100% also stop spending money on things that are owned by racist owners.
Make your own shit. Get together and make your own shit.
You know what, Gabby? You are technically right morally. Morally, you are right. Morally.
Flip the coin.
Business-wise? Business-wise, I may have to like, you know, work something out. Hey, it ain't racist when I buy it. You know what I mean? Maybe a racist owner, but when the new owner get over that bitch, it ain't racist. You know? Nah, but I get what you're saying. You know, I get what you're saying, Gabby. It's true. Like you gotta think about it. If a person go buy some land and is surrounded by racist slave, you know what I mean, slave thinkers or whatever the case may be, and they own land around that, and you go to buy land in the smack of the middle there, that'd be kind of weird, right? Because now you're dealing with, you know, people who may fuck up your yard and do all type of shit just to kind of pretty much, we call it the smoke you out to try to get out that area, whatever. So yes, that is true in cases, you know what I mean? But yeah, people, I hope we have fun. I hope we had a good dialogue. I gotta head up out of here. I'm late to my office, but I hope we had a great dialogue. I hope we learned something. We filter out some things. We just had a conversation and just be, you know what I mean? I noticed how like there's times where I just need to continue to do this. So I'm trying to stay on it tough, but y'all understand how much like not pressure, but much energy it takes just to like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. Fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. Fuck it, I'm gonna just go, right? It takes a lot because, you know, I got singles that's being released damn near every 2 to 3 weeks. There's songs being released until next year. So and then getting ready for all those things, and I got a show tomorrow and a couple shows that's coming up. So there's a lot of shit on the board, but you know what I mean? Definitely appreciate y'all staying in with me, man, and hanging out with me. You want to make them feel it. We need to create and have it push our product on. Push our product. I got a lot of ideas, Gabby, that I would love to like. You know, I'm doing a bunch of stuff with the YouTube right now, which is gaining us a lot more awareness and viewership.
Definitely gonna get you some buttons.
Definitely. I have a lot of product that'll be great, but it's not just me. I'm looking for anybody. I don't like being the smartest motherfucker in the room. You know what I mean? I like being the guy that have the vision, but I don't like being the smartest guy in the room. You know. So yeah, anybody got any other ideas and anything that can take this to the next level, please feel free. Add you know what I mean? Add it in there, you know. Let's have fun with this thing. Let's see this thing grow together. Man, y'all have a great one. Mike, you got anything you want to say before I head out of here?
Man, y'all just work together, stay safe, don't freak out. We're not getting bombed, but the best thing y'all can do is come together and stay a tribe.
You know what's crazy is that you're right about the bomb part, but Bathing Bean, y'all go check out Bathing Bean. I'm gonna have an ad up here on next week, but y'all go check out Bathing Bean. It's on his
Yep, there you go. Look at the sweater, sweatwear. That's just streetwear. Oh, you got the streetwear. Look at him.
Oh yeah, this is the streetwear logo. We doing a little rebranding right now, but yes, the streetwear logo with the galaxy on the inside of the hoodie.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's hard. That's hard. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. You know what I mean? Go over there, check that out. It's gonna definitely be clipped up and be an ad for him. But yeah, he got some good shit. But yeah, man, y'all have a great one. Let me not hold this too long. I gotta get up out of here. And y'all stay blessed, man. Stay beautiful. Stay Tribe Nation all day. And we gonna see y'all. Chill.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Never dream.
Ready to do or die. My mama always told me, boy.